and that's the message I want to try and get across with my channel, The Nature Gardener, is that, yeah, you can be a bit lazy, you can put nature first, but you can still have a productive garden that benefits you, benefits the environment, it's good for your mental health, it's good for your gut, you know, and it's good for your wallet. What's not to like? Good job I didn't prune the apple trees, isn't it? Morning folks, how you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Well, I wasn't expecting this, no, but it makes a nice change. If you've been following me for a while on my other channel, you probably know that I love a bit of snow down the allotment. Got a busy day today, so I can't take full advantage of it, because normally I like to have a little bit of a fire, get the gilly kettle on the go. It's quite nice, but when it snows, I do like to come down and check the chickens to make sure they're all right and warm. And I haven't heard them yet, but they'll be tucked away. So, you right, chickens? Ha ha! Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna crack on. Hi there, I'm Ross, and this is The Nature Gardener. Now, I wasn't expecting snow today, but let's embrace it and let's roll with it. Okay. I mean, look how beautiful it looks. Oh, I do love snow down the allotment. Anyway, that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I've been gardening now for around 18 years. I have no formal qualifications, I want to get that out there, and I garden in my own unique way. I try and put nature first, and I have done for probably the last 8 years or so. And I've really tried to embrace permaculture and all different methods of how to garden, especially on an allotment, in a sustainable way, a permaculture way, an ecological way, and more importantly, a kind of a lazy way. I try not to do too much work on the allotment or in the garden. I try and let nature look after itself. And yeah, my harvest might not be as big, and they might not always be successful, but doing a little bit of everything and freeing my time up to do other things means that I have kind of a fairly productive, lazy garden where throughout spring, summer and early autumn, I can just wander around and graze food, apples, strawberries, cucumbers, tomatoes, potatoes, greens, all that kind of thing, with probably putting in no more effort than about 2.5 hours a week. That's it. 2.5 hours a week, every week that is though. So I bank it, and I've said this before on my other channel, that basically, for instance, if I don't go down the allotment for 3 weeks, then obviously I've got 3 lots of 2.5 hours, 7.5 hours, which I've then got to put a shift in at a later date. So for instance, if you don't go down there for a month, you've got 10 hours work to do. But I find that doing 2.5 hours of the most important jobs when they need doing means that I can garden in a really easy way. And it works for me. And so I want to tell you all about it. So yeah, I've come inside the car because it's a lot warmer in here, and I wasn't expecting this snow. Well, I kind of was expecting some snow because it had been in the news, but I wasn't expecting this because we're in Shropshire and we're normally quite protected by the Welsh mountains. Bit of a microclimate here. We do get snow and stuff, but it's normally just wet and mild. When I say mild, British mild, you know, 12 degrees, 10 degrees, 8 degrees, that sort of temperature. That's mild, practically summer if you're in Britain. Anyway, so I wasn't really expecting this, and I was going to talk to you on the allotment about what I do and what the channel's about, and cutting some footage, because I've been gardening, like I said, for about 18 years. I was gardening just after my son was born, because I really wanted to get into the whole idea of my kids knowing where food came from. And I'm not a professional gardener, I have no qualifications, and I fail a lot of times, but I like to experiment, and I like to garden, as I've said, in a sustainable, ecological, permaculture way. I try and always put nature first. I have used chemicals in the past, but I'm pretty much organic now. When I say pretty much organic, I am organic, and I have been for probably about 7 to 8 years. But I've tried it all, and because I have a muscle disability, I try and garden, as I've said before, in a lazy way. It's not lazy, it's frugal, it's practical, it's maximum reward for minimum effort. You know, bang for your buck, as the Americans might say. So basically, I've said before, I like to throw seeds at dirt and let them get on with it. Let nature do its thing. I like to plant trees that will and bushes that will give me a harvest for many years to come, like a food forest. But I have to put minimal maintenance in. If I have to prune them once a year, that's fine. I like it so when I go down my allotment in the spring and in the summer and in the early autumn, I can just basically forage. I can just mooch about. I can pull off the occasional strawberry, cucumber, tomato, apple, whatever it is. I can put that in the boot of the car, take it home, and it saves me £50, 50 quid down the farmer's market. Yeah, if you're in America, if I refer to pounds, I'm referring to the currency, not the weight. As I'm in Europe, I'll probably refer to weight in kilos. So, but yeah. So if I can save £50, which is probably about $50, $60 now, every week in spring, summer, autumn, from my garden, then I'm quids in. You know, I'm loving it. And if I can do all that by only putting in about 2.5 hours a week effort, then that is perfect for me, because I just don't have the physical conditioning to do it because of my disability. But this garden style is, I don't think it's not just for people with disabilities. It could be for anybody. You know, if you're perfectly able-bodied and you're fit and active, but you just want to do other things, you put 2.5 hours into your vegetable garden every week, and I guarantee you will get some serious rewards, because it doesn't take long to create a garden or a food forest, a vegetable garden, a veg patch, an allotment, whatever you want to call it, a homestead, even if it's in a small backyard, that can be pretty productive. I mean, if you live in, let's say, a zone 7 and you eat salad, there's no reason why you can't grow all the salad crops you'll ever eat. Now in the UK, a bag of salad is about £1 a bag. So again, what's that? That'd be like a $1.50 or something like that for a bag of salad. Now in spring, summer and early autumn, you can quite easily in a very small greenhouse grow 6 to 8 bags of salad a week. Now it might not seem like much, but if that's 8 quid, $10 coming off your shopping bill every week, it soon mounts up, and it means you can afford other things. Niceties in life. So that's where I am. And that's the message I want to try and get across with my channel, The Nature Gardener, is that, yeah, you can be a bit lazy, you can put nature first, but you can still have a productive garden that benefits you, benefits the environment. It's good for your mental health, it's good for your gut, you know, and it's good for your wallet. What's not to like?